Alrighty then, so I am making lemon cream scones, and this is a recipe that I actually completely developed myself, and so it is awesome. We used it for our strawberry shortcakes that we made, and it's just a super awesome recipe. You can use it for strawberry shortcakes or just as lemon scones, you know, whatever you want, but either way, it's just awesome. Okay, so we have all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar. So mix that together, obviously. Cut in your butter. Oops. Lemon zest goes in with the dry. Forgot that. That's okay. Because you want it fully incorporated in the flour and not clumped up. Okay, so lemon zest in the dry. My bad. And then you cut in your butter. Honestly, it's easiest to do it by hand. And best way is you roll it between your thumb like this, and that breaks it up pretty darn fast. This butter I had just taken out of the fridge and cut up, and it's warm enough in here that it's just fine. What we would do is so that we would have our measuring, and I knew exactly how many I was making, excuse me, we would use a scoop to measure it out, and then I would flatten them down so they would cook easier, cook better, but that was for catering. This ain't catering, so I am going to pat it down, cut it into wedges, and we'll just go with that. Originally, in the shortcake recipe, or in the shortcakes, we used a scone from a local bakery, but it wasn't always remembered. They didn't always have them. Accidents happened, you know, life. And so I developed this recipe so that we wouldn't have to basically farm out for just and go across town to pick up just a couple of scones. And I'd make them the day before, and it was all good. That seems to be a little bit wetter than I remember. We'll see. I copied this off my original recipe, so I'm sure it's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. It's been a while since I made this. Okay, so haha, fun fact, I forgot that there was an egg in there. So, let's just scoop this off. This is a loose dough. I certainly would not be offended if you played with it and added a little bit more flour to it. But this does make a nice, light, fluffy scone. And I would have to make, when I made these for the shortcakes, I would have to make an extra batch just for us, because it seems like the boys would eat them. So that I would have enough, it forced me to make extra. Alright, so just going to push it down a little bit. Sorry. Okay, there is, now you brush the top with cream. And it doesn't have to be a ton. And as you see, I'm just using what was left in my container. So, easy. And then top with a little bit of demerara sugar. You could use coarse white sugar, regular sugar, or just not even worry about it. So there, just simple as that. Now we're going to get these things cooked up, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so these were cooked at 425 for 20 minutes. You want to bake until internal temperature is 200 degrees. And nice golden brown, and whiny kitty in the background. And nice and light. The cream put a nice little glaze on it. Like I said, you don't have to, but it makes the sugar stick. Anyways, there you go. Enjoy. I will.